All right, welcome back. In this episode, we're going to talk about how you can break through procrastination blocks and become more productive in your business and in your day-to-day life. My name is Gianna Badot. I'm a one-on-one coach and certified hypnotherapist. And if you want to learn more about how you can utilize the power of subconscious coaching and hypnotherapy to break through the glass ceiling in your mind that is holding you back and keeping you stuck, you can check out the link in the notes below and learn more about how hypnotherapy and coaching might be able to help you right now. And you can also grab access to the Rewired app. There's over 30 subconscious activations, meditations, and self-hypnosis audio recordings to help you stress a lot less and achieve a lot more every single day. All right, let's dive on in. How to break through the procrastination block. So first and foremost, we'll just start off by saying, if you are someone who procrastinates, your procrastination is a subconscious block. All procrastination is rooted in a subconscious block that is causing you to procrastinate. You are just not by nature a procrastinator. There is something under the surface level of your mind that is causing you to procrastinate. And most of the time, the thing that is causing you to procrastinate is fear. It's not laziness, it's fear. For some reason, you are afraid of getting whatever it is you want to get done. Now, that may sound counterproductive, but the truth is, when you achieve a goal, when you get things done, there is always a risk at the other end of it. And that risk can create fear. Now, we don't know what that fear is for you right here, right now, today. But if you are someone who is consistently procrastinating, the reason why you're procrastinating is because of a subconscious fear, a subconscious block that is operating under the surface level of your mind and causing you to procrastinate. Now, this fear may be a fear of failure, it may be a fear of success, whatever it is, that procrastination is a fear. And we will talk more about subconscious blocks around procrastination throughout this episode. But I also wanted to give you a conscious level exercise that you can start implementing today to stop procrastinating, to get more things done, to become more productive in your day-to-day life. And the more you do this exercise, the more you are going to program this new pattern, this new behavior into your subconscious mind. And what this is doing the hardest things on your to-do list first. If you are a procrastinator, it's very likely that you like to do the simpler, easier tasks first. And then when you get to that bigger task, that's when we say, we'll do it tomorrow, or we'll do it next week, or let me do this first and then I'll get to that. We've all been there. The best strategy for becoming more productive and getting more things done is tackling the harder tasks first. Doing this has totally shifted and changed my productivity level. I used to be the type of person who would get all the small things done first, thinking that would be quicker, and then I'd have more space to do those bigger things. But in truth, it was just causing me to put off the bigger projects on my to-do list. It was procrastinating because that task was harder. And we can lie to ourselves and tell ourselves that we are waiting to do that so we have more energy, so we have more time, so that we can focus on just that one big project. But it is procrastination. You are lying to yourself if you're telling yourself you're putting something big off for a specific reason. The only reason why you are putting off that bigger project, that bigger task, is because you're procrastinating. And you're procrastinating because for some reason there is a fear underneath the surface of your mind. Now we'll talk more about that in just a moment. But let me just come back to this exercise for a minute because this involves the subconscious as well. The more you do those harder, bigger tasks on your to-do list first, over and over again, every single day, over weeks and months, the more you are going to naturally operate this way. This is training your subconscious mind to tackle the harder, bigger tasks first. So that's right. Eventually in time, you won't need to make yourself do the harder things. By nature, you will just choose to do them. That is exactly what happened with me. I, by nature, was someone who wanted to do this smaller, quicker, let's get things done. If I get all these little things done, I'll feel really productive. And then I'll go to this next big project and I'll zoom through it. Now I'm the type of person who I do the bigger, harder, scarier tasks first, because it allows me more mental space, more clarity, more focus to allow myself to take time on that. And then once you've gotten something really hard done on your to-do list, you fly through those smaller little things on your to-do list. Now, this can be things around your house. It can be things in your business, whatever area of your life you'd like to focus on being more productive in. When you focus on doing the harder tasks on that list first, you are going to get more done. You are going to be more productive and you are going to be more successful, because when you do those harder tasks, those are the tasks that move the needle in your business. You're going to blast through the rest of your to-do list. Those little small tasks are going to get done very, very quickly. Okay, so the more you do that, the more you're going to become more productive, the less you're going to naturally procrastinate. So that is a conscious level effort that you can start taking right now, today. So look at your to-do list. What is on there that seems overwhelming, that is a big project, that is maybe a little bit scary of a project? Look what is on your to-do list. And I want you to pick the thing you want to do the least. Pick the biggest task, the thing that is going to take you the longest, and start there. And then you work your way through the list. You could actually reverse the list, reverse engineer this. Okay. So you write the list in order of hard projects, hard to-dos. Just write out that list in that order. And then you start at the top, the hardest, scariest, largest project. And then you work down that list of hard, scary projects, tasks, whatever they may be. And when you get to the bottom, the least hardest project or task will be at the bottom. That's how I want you to start focusing and approaching on getting more things done. Okay, so try that on. And that's going to also, again, help train your brain to naturally be someone who takes on harder things first. And again, what this is going to do is make you more successful in the long run, because you're going to take things on, you're going to get things done, you're going to look at a list and say, okay, I'm doing this first. You won't need to try to do it, you'll just do it. Okay, take it from me. That's how I am now. I look at my list. Okay, this is the hardest thing. I want to get this out of the way right now. I do not even want to wait to do this. I want to do it right now. So I get it out of my head. I get it off my to-do list, and then I can focus on everything else. So try that on. Now, if you are someone who has been procrastinating for your entire life, you likely have a subconscious block around procrastination. And this block is most likely around fear. For some reason, you are afraid to get things done. For some reason, you are afraid to achieve your goal. You may be afraid to fail. You may be afraid to succeed. Whatever the case may be, there is an unconscious fear that is most likely rooted in your childhood programming that was given to you by your parents, by the adult figures in your life growing up, maybe even your teachers or your educational influences that you had in your life that caused you to believe it is not safe for you to succeed. It is not safe for you to fail. Maybe you failed at something in the past or as a child and you were made fun of, or you were put down, or you were told that you're a failure. So you're afraid that if you take a risk, if you do this hard project, you may have to face that failure all over again, because whenever you take on any big project, you could fail at it. It's the risk you take when you do anything. You could fail, but that's okay. It's okay to fail. When we fail, we learn things in the process. Failure is actually a very essential part of your journey to success. So that may be the case for you, that you're afraid to fail because failure was painful for you in the past. Failure wasn't this educational learning experience for you in the past. It wasn't a positive experience to fail. So because of that, you're afraid to get things done. You're afraid to fail at it. You're afraid to not do it perfectly. Now, we don't know what that storyline is for you in this very moment, but the subconscious mind sure does. And when you take a hard look at the programming in your subconscious, which again, the subconscious holds all of your programming from your entire life. That's right. Your subconscious holds all of the programming, all of the memories, all of the stories, all of the tapes of your brain are in your subconscious mind, playing out and manifesting as physical actions in your day-to-day reality right now. So the subconscious knows the story that is causing you to procrastinate. The subconscious knows the memory that is causing you to procrastinate. And so if, again, this is a memory from your childhood where you failed at something in your past and you were told you were a failure, you were put down, you were bullied for it, then the subconscious is afraid of experiencing that again. So there's a wounded inner child in your brain, in your mind, in your body that is causing you to procrastinate because it doesn't feel safe. So what we need to do is make that wounded part of you feel safe. Make that wounded part of you realize the truth that it's actually okay to fail, that you're supported, you're guided, and it's safe for you to make a mistake. And so you can do this through the power of self-hypnosis all on your own if you can get deep enough into the processes, into the practices. But to really get deep into your brain and do this deep healing work, especially if it involves inner child work, hypnotherapy is definitely by far the most effective way to do this because you have direct access to your inner child in your subconscious mind. The subconscious, again, holds all of your childhood memories. So to do this deep healing inner work, you have to access that deeper part of you. So if you sense that you have wounding or you've been bullied as a child, it is very important that you do this deep healing work at the subconscious level with a professional. And if you'd like to learn more about how you could work with me one-on-one to do this deep healing work, you can check out the link in the notes below and learn more about how hypnotherapy could help you heal, evolve, and grow in your business and in your life by healing those wounded inner parts of you and getting them out of the way. Stop allowing your wounded inner child to run your business and you get back in the driver's seat of your business because this is what happens. When you have wounded parts of you, especially from your childhood, they are the parts of you that are running your business for you. They are the parts of you that are showing up in your relationships, showing up at your laptop when you get to work. So you want to take that wounded part of you out of the driver's seat of your business and put the enlightened higher self part of you in the driver's seat of your business, of your relationships, of every area of your life. And again, you can do this through the power of hypnotherapy. So you can learn more about that in the notes below. So to stop procrastinating, it first and foremost means becoming aware and becoming truthful with yourself around what the fear is under the surface. Why are you afraid to get things done? Because there's a reason why you're procrastinating. You're not just lazy, you are afraid. And that's okay. You can heal from that. You can rewire that fear and place it with bravery. And when you do that, there is nothing that you cannot get done. And you can easily become more productive every single day. So that's all for today. If you want to learn more about how you can work with me one-on-one to eliminate the unconscious mental blocks that are holding you back and keeping you stuck and causing you to operate from the wounded inner child version of yourself, you can check out the link in the notes below. And you can also grab access to Rewired. There's over 30 subconscious activations, meditations, and self-hypnosis audios to help you stress less and achieve more every day. And there are audios on there to help you stop procrastinating. That's right. There are very specific audios on there for procrastination, for perfectionism, for productivity. So if this is something that you really want to dive into, listening to an audio to help you become more productive every single day in the morning, it's going to help you become more productive throughout the day because you're able to pre-visualize yourself as a productive person, take on the identity of a productive person through the power of self-hypnosis and visualization. When you take on the identity of someone who is productive at the subconscious level, you become that identity. So check out the link in the notes below to grab access to Rewired and start listening to those audios today. And make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode along this incredible journey. And I will see you next time.